Hey everybody, Matthew and Steve here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another Beat, Matt, Batrep.
MiniWarGaming's Beat, Matt, Batrep.
Over here we have my 2,000 points of the Big Waaagh. It's all Ironjawz, but it's the Big Waaagh allegiance ability. Now, just as a reminder, the Big Waaagh allegiance ability is all about building Waaagh points, and these Waaagh points you get in the hero phase and in your combat phase and when you're charging sometimes too. Essentially, as you get more of them, it unlocks more abilities. The abilities are a mixture of Ironjawz allegiance abilities and Bone Splitter's allegiance abilities, plus a couple of very powerful ones, such as +1 to hit and +1 to wound. When you get enough Waaagh points, you'll unlock being able to actually Waaagh, which gives everybody army-wide a +1 attack, but then you have a good potential of losing at least half of your Waaagh points when you do that. But when you build them back up, you can Waaagh again. So Steve had the idea of bringing Gordrakk and 3 War Chanters. Now, War Chanters, I think already in Ironjawz are probably the most powerful thing. No, I'm incorrect. They are the most powerful thing. So having 3 of them seems rather excessive, but like I said, this is a Beat Map Batrep, so this is where we're gonna be trying out something that's a little more powerful. The reason I'm bringing Gordrakk is because in the hero phase, if your general is on the table, you get D6 Waaagh points. If your general is Gordrakk, it is just automatically 6. Each War Chanter gets you 2. And the maximum, well, you can have up to 30, but basically all the abilities unlock by 24. So in essence, just in my very first hero phase, I will be up to half of my Waaagh points, which unlocks all of the abilities, except for +1 to hit, +1 to wound, and the Waaagh. So right away, I'll have a 6-up ignoring wounds. If you hurt me from a distance, I can move. And the other one is +1 to charge as well. So those are just unlocked right away. And by turn 2, I've got the rest of them. I'm at +1 to hit, +1 to wound. If I think I'm in a good position, I'd probably Waaagh at that point too, and just smash ridiculously hard. Or wait till turn 3 to Waaagh. But the sooner you do it, the sooner you can build them back up. So I'm not convinced that Gordrakk is the best choice for this. I know that he does 6. But the Mega Boss and Maw Crusher, I have a feeling is just better. Now I know stats-wise Gordrakk is better just raw, but, and I don't mean rules as written, I mean like raw, like just as is. But the Mega Boss, I think, has a bit more utility, being able to take a command trait and an artifact, whereas Gordrakk can't do either of those. He can take a mount trait. I gave him Mean Un, which gives him +1 damage on his fists, so they're 3 damage each, which I think is awesome. But you basically are losing a command trait because he has to be your general. Because you could, in other armies, be like, well, yeah, Gordrakk's here, but this War Chanter's here, my general. But you can't do that because Gordrakk needs to be the general for this to work. So, I don't know. I like the 6 automatic points, but I don't know if he's worth it otherwise. And he's more points than a Mega Boss, too. But it is what it is. We're going to try it out. So, because I'm bringing a battalion, which we'll talk about in a second, I get to bring 2 artifacts. But War Chanters can't bring any artifacts because there aren't any for Ironjawz. So I had to dig a little into the malign sorceries and say, I am from the realm of Akshi, the realm of fire. I don't know if that's the best one to choose, but I kind of went through them trying to find 2 that seemed that they would have good utility. So you notice that one of these War Chanters' bones are a little yellower than the others? Well, he's going to be the main one. I've given him the Thermal Rider Cloak, which gives him +4 move and fly, so he can keep up with everybody. And I also, in a Big Waaagh, only one of your War Chanters can have an extra dance or beat, whereas in Ironjawz they all get one. And so I gave him the extra one, the Get 'em Boys. In fact, I just remember now, I can pick a second one to have one too, because I have the thing. So I'll probably choose the one. Yeah, I'll figure that out afterwards. And the second one's going to have the Crown of Flames, which is just all units wholly within 9 inches, pretty close. Get +1 bravery. The other ones were just boring. Then I have an Iron Fist Battalion. An Iron Fist Battalion is 3 to 5 units of Ardboys, Brutes, or Gorgruntas. And one thing I noticed for the first time, and thankfully I've never done this wrong just because I've always brought Brutes and made him the big boss, is that in this battalion it says that you can pick either a Gorgrunta boss or a Brute boss to be the big boss. I thought I could do an Ardboy boss, but thankfully I noticed that little distinction right there. And I had brought the Gorgruntas as an afterthought because I have 3 units of 15 Ardboys. Essentially, they're the ones that the War Chanters are going to follow around and give them +1 damage. So until my War Chanters are dead, they're going to be terrifying. The Gore Gruntas, however, were added on afterwards. Thankfully, it works out because this is going to be the boss. Now, the bonus for this battalion is that this boss can use the Mighty Destroyer's command ability for free once per hero phase. That's the one that the Ironjawz normally only have. It lets me choose a unit wholly within 12 inches, and they can make a normal move if there's no enemies within 12, or they can charge if they are within 12, or if they're already within 3, they can fight in the hero phase. It's terrifying. That's after I give them +1 damage. So, and I can give that, and they can do it to anybody. It doesn't have to be models from this battalion. So if Gordrak happens to be nearby and stuck in combat, whoo boy, you can bet that I'm going to be throwing a +1 damage on him, and then beating the crap out of everybody in the hero phase. So I'm looking forward to that happening, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So far, my only experience with playing the new Orruk Warclans has been in a narrative campaign, which obviously has its limitations to power level. So let's go take a look over at what Steve has to try to contest this.
Alright, here's 2,000 points of the Beast of Chaos. Today we are going to play the All Herd, and because we got some gores painted up, we've unlocked a few things, so this list has been lacking for quite a while. First of all, let's take a look at this side of the table. This is my Brash Despoilers, so these 2 units of Bulgors, 1 unit of Bestigors, and my Doom Bull here, who will also be the general, making the Bulgors, the Bulgors battle line. They're going to have the Corn keyword, and then if they're within 9 inches of each other, they get to reroll 1s to hit. Once per game, they get to reroll wounds for entire phase. Okay, so relics, because there's 4 characters here. We're going to have, moving to this side, this is the Desolating Beast Herd. So we have a Beast Lord and 2 Shaman. We have 2 units of Ungor Raiders, 1 unit of Ungor, a unit of Gore, and a unit of Bestigors. We also bought some endless spells, the Flock of Doom. Now, over here for our relics, we have to have the Blade of the Desecrator. So it's actually going to be on the Blue Shaman, just because I have other relics I need on the table, and that Blue Shaman may not start on the table. The Red Shaman has the Knowing Eye, which might give me command points in a 4+ in my hero phase. And then I'm from the Realm of Light, and my Beast Lord there has a brooch, I can't pronounce the name, 8th or something brooch. When I spend a command point on a 5+, I gain another one. So we're getting 2 drops, finally getting to pick who goes first. For 2,000 points of the Beast of Chaos, All Herd.
We're going to be playing in the Swamplands in some realm. Let's say we're not going to play any realm rules, but it looks like we're kind of either in the realm of Gur or in the realm of Gairan, so either Beast or Light. The jungles of Akshi. You know what? The sweltering jungles of Akshi, because mine are from the realm of Akshi.
We're coming in.
And you're coming from the realm of Light, and we're definitely not in the realm of Light.
I think we just stole an item from the Realm of Light.
you're not actually from it. You're not from it. You're not that smart. And so we got some pretty nice terrain going on here today. The mat is from Table War, which is a gorgeous swamp mat. We've got these cool yurts from Gale Force 9. These come pre-painted, by the way. So that awesome paint job is pre-painted. I have to say, I think it's pretty fantastic. And then we've got all this aquarium terrain, that greenleaf terrain modified for us and painted up, which I think looks nice for big, jungly forest kind of stuff. And we're going to be playing Battle for the Pass, so let's get those objectives on the table. So Battle for the Pass has 4 objectives, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Our deployment zones are utter crap. It is a triangle, like this. See there, to there, to there. You have that triangle, which, like, who designed that?
Honestly, I get to fit this in somewhere.
Yeah, and that's your territory, too. So if you're some of the people that are like, and if you're in your enemy's territory, like your guys.
Yeah, my battalion, I forgot to mention, my Desolating Beast Herd, if I'm inside Matthew's territory, any natural 6 to hit counts as 2 hits.
Yeah, now my territory is tiny.
Not going to happen this game.
Yeah, probably not. But so we're going to both start off. We're both stunted for that, so I guess the first turn is going to be a lot of movement and repositioning. Essentially, at the end of each of your turns, you get points for scoring objectives. You only get 1 for the one on your side, 2 for the ones in the middle, and 4 for the one on the opponent's side. So it really rewards digging yourself in and fighting over the middle. We're going to start deploying. Steve obviously is going to finish deploying first with those 2 battalions and get to choose who goes first, which is pretty cool. Well, as much as I hate this deployment, it does look kind of cool. You have to admit.
Yeah.
Look at me doing my V formation into that tree.
The mighty orcs.
Quack!
Whack.
Quack!
Quack.
Quack!
Move.
Move! Quack! Quack!
We're not doing this.
Okay. Anyway, so we both deployed. You obviously finished deploying first. And this is your one chance. You always are picked.
I know.
And you're always forced to go first. So you have a chance now, man. So who's going first?
I'm gonna go first. Well, this is a combination of relics I've never been able to do before.
No.
And if it works.
No, it's because you just like to complain, and really you were happy all those times to go first.
What?
But we'll see what happens. So you're going first. Beasts of Chaos, turn 1. There's going to be a lot in the hero phase.
Yeah.
Walk us through it, Steve.
All right, we bought a command point. On turn 1, we're getting a command point.
And you had
we have
2 for battalions.
So we have 4 command points.
I was command point hungry.
I'm going to immediately spend all 4. My characters are going to roar, and they're going to turn into primordial call points. This is my special command trait for being all heard. So now I have 4 primordial call points.
And that command ability does not say it has a restriction that can only be done once per hero phase?
Correct.
Okay, then you can do it. Because you can actually use the same command ability multiple times. You can Inspiring Presence multiple times. Reroll charges multiple times. Just want to point that out.
It's funny that I have 3 characters on the table. I find where one guy's going to roar twice.
Just have one guy roar all 4 times.
I guess. Super roar.
Super roar.
We're just trying to call people from the edges, right?
Next up, so whenever you use command points, you get them back on a 5+.
I do, from my Aether something or other brooch.
From the realm of Hish.
I got 2 in my hand, so on a 5+, I'm gaining a command point.
Yes and no.
And 2 more.
No. Oh, so 1 out of 4.
I'm going to spend that command point.
To roar?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you get it back?
I'm going to spend that command point.
And you're going to roar?
I'm going to spend that command point.
How many is... What, how many?
You know what? I don't have to go... Oh, goodness. This isn't... This can't be right. This can't be right.
Yeah, you can keep doing it. We double checked.
Okay, I'm going to spend that command point. I'm going to spend that command point.
Roll more, man.
Okay.
You're just like dropping the die on the 5 each time. How many did you just get? Did you even keep track?
Yeah, I gained 4.
So you're up to 8.
Okay, on a 4+, my relic, the Annoying Eye, I gain a command point.
Which you then
I'm going
spend.
to spend it, and I'm going to see if I gain a command point.
No! Okay, you're done your shenanigans. You're
We
up to
only
9.
have 9.
9.
Okay, now we're going to split
Just
some goat
normally, how many turns does it take you to get to 9?
3.
Yeah, right.
So I'm going to split some goat throats and gain D3.
So you do that with the herd stone, and he's going to basically sacrifice them. And
I kill 3 goats.
Does that give you 3 more?
Yeah, so I'm at the 12, and then I gain 1 of my turns, so I'm at 13. I don't think we're at 13 in my last 3 games.
Do you have enough models to even summon
I
13?
do, but stuff I don't normally summon. But
Now, I should point out,
painting them today.
Beast of Chaos summoning is kind of cool because it doesn't use up all your summoning to summon one thing.
Yes.
Like normally, like the Khorne armies, for example, when they get their blood ties, if they have 150 blood ties, they can only summon one thing because they max out at 8 essentially. Bring in that Bloodthirster, they lose all 150. I'm not saying they're gonna get 150, I'm just being a little extreme to make a point. Whereas if you had 150, you could summon like several armies. So that's actually a pretty big deal that you rolled that many 5s.
I wasn't expecting that.
And you don't have to spend them all this turn in case you don't have enough models, because then you can just wait for me to kill some guys and then resummon
I'm
them.
probably going to summon them just because of the scenario. That's the great thing about Beast of Chaos, is they were just play scenarios, right?
Yeah, you just grab objectives. What else you got?
I got to do the Flock of Doom. I got to get the spell. It'll really hold you back. I got it.
What does it require?
5.
Oh, not Flock of Doom. Are they called Flock of Doom?
Sorry, no, that's
I'm like, Flock of Doom is a realm of Gerspell.
Flock. It's the whole Flock of Doom spell. It's called the Flock of Doom spell.
But Flock of Doom's actually a spell
It is called
in the realm of Ger.
Ravening Dire Flock.
Nice. Place the first one holy within 12, and then the other
Let's
ones,
see if I'm low. No, we're good. We're going a little more, actually.
and then the other ones to be holy within 6 of the first.
And
now these things have a minus bravery bubble around them.
2 bravery, but basically I'm gonna try to run my bestiors into one of them.
Yeah, so they have a weird moving rule. Anytime anybody ends within an inch of them, whichever player moved gets to move them 3d6 inches wherever they want. And so I can kick them back at you, but you're going to try to block my lines a bit.
Yeah.
That's all you got for the hero phase?
That's it for hero phase.
That's it? Just 12 summoning points?
That's it.
Okay.
It's time.
Well,
to run.
your funeral. Pretty simple moving phase.
Okay,
Before, is there anything special?
This might be a big deal. Okay, so I move 6 plus 1 for my ranks. I'm going to run, and I'm going to get plus 3 movement for my shaman. So I'm going to run pretty far with these guys.
Why is it a big deal?
I need to catch up to them, and then.
Oh, because you want to kick them.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll show that one, and then the rest of the movement we'll just do all at once.
I should say it then. All right, we didn't get to the middle one, but
the one was actually all you needed. So he after, is it after the model moves?
It's after the model, but it
really?
doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, no, it would matter because you could pick him somewhere in your own way.
I'll move him last. Let's move the rest up, and then yes.
Okay. So you kick the bats. The bats fly away 9 inches.
Not fair.
It has to be the one that you got within an inch
The one
of.
that I kicked, and then these disappear, and then they get
Placed within 6.
Within
So you can still block. Honestly, I think that's the biggest utility of endless spells. Is it wholly within 6 or within 6?
I'm gonna double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's just within 6. It might be wholly within 6.
It is wholly within 6, so Steve is readjusting them to not cheat.
I wonder
Sorry,
if,
not get the rule wrong.
I'll just put him here.
Cool. And there's a mighty roar as the rest of the army starts to move.
Yeah.
And they've moved forward, not too swiftly, because they're not eager to engage me quite yet. And at the end of the movement phase, there is a foul smell. And I swear it wasn't me. The stinkiness has arrived. You have your...
That's my gray-haired shaman and my bestigors.
This is summoned.
We summoned on some warhounds. The Ungor Raiders popped over here, and we summoned more warhounds. The Gore showed up by the tree, and then Ungor Raiders by the other tree.
And...
We summoned on a spawn underneath this tree.
Now, interesting enough, the objectives are placed so that the center of the objectives is exactly 12 inches from the side, and you can place exactly within 6 inches, so it means exactly one of your models can be exactly 6 inches away from the objective, but no more. So if I just get 2 guys on the objective, then it's mine, but that's obviously a pain, considering that I have only a few of my guys. You got a little bit of shooting?
Well, if you get a ranger, we're going to have to Gordrak.
How many shots?
10 shots.
Hitting on?
Hitting all 4s. Now, because
Nice.
okay, these 6s are 2 hits because we're in your territory.
Don't you get to reroll 1s for some reason?
No.
Okay.
Not this.
29.
4s!
Is there any...
Oh my goodness.
Are you going to try to kill Gordrak right away?
I just want to get a couple wounds on him.
Yeah, no kidding. What's the rend?
Nothing.
All right, 3 up saves. Watch this. See all the 1s and 2s. No,
All
just
right.
2. 2 wounds.
3 to bracket.
He's down to 14. Notice that I'm using a D20. Probably because you need that for 14, but also because he's going to be getting some wounds. That's your shooting phase. Now, you might think, hey, Matthew, you can move D6 inches because he did some wounds to you, but I do not have that on yet because right now I have 0 Waaagh points because Steve went first.
I don't think there's anywhere you want to move. You just move back.
I could move closer to you, but I don't really need to. Do you want to charge?
No, not at all. No.
But I don't have my +1 damage. I don't have my +1 damage.
Do is retreat.
But I don't have my +1 damage on. This is the best time to do it, Steve.
You know that we fight as well we shoot, but we rolled really high.
Yeah, that was pretty
We're
good. You took
4
2 wounds off of Gordrak.
So bad. I'm happy with that. Actually.
Hopefully I'll heal them. I do have the healing chant. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. My hero phase, I already had a command point because my battalion, I gained another one, so I'm up to 2 command points. I'm contemplating spending the command point for the ability that the general can use to gain some Waaagh points. But essentially right now I've got 12 Waaagh points. I got 6 for Gordrak and then 2 for each War Chanter. So I'm up to 12. That unlocks my 6s to ignore wounds, my +1 to charge, and if you hurt me and I'm more than 9 inches away from you, I get to move D6 inches. But if I can get to 20, I'll have +1 to hit and +1 to wound. I don't know if I need the +1 to wound against Kachaf,
Yes, me.
but I'm kind of excited to try anyways. So I don't... See, I know by charging... basically, the other way that I can get Waaagh points is if a unit of 10 or more charges, I get a Waaagh point. And then in the combat phase, my combat phase specifically, if a unit of 10 or more, or a hero, is within 3 inches, I also get a Waaagh point for each one. So essentially, a unit of 10 or more that charges gets me 2 Waaagh points, and a hero that gets into combat gets me 1. So right there, I think I can get at least 3 more. I'd like 4 more to get my +1 to hit, but I really don't think that's going to be hard. So, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna. But I want to. Oh yeah, I can do it for free. I can do the Mighty Destroyers for free. So I'm going to spend a command point. I don't get it back.
I don't have
Like a normal person, like a normal army. I know I could have taken that artifact too.
We're all about the command points. We're all about leadership, an organization.
Yeah,
herds.
of course. So I am going to use it. This command ability pays tribute to the Goth Rockers
Oh no.
because it is called "Here We Go, Here We Go, Here We Go," and they have a song called that. And it actually goes something just like that. It goes, "Here we go, here we go, here we go.
I think it only goes like that.
Here we go, here we go, here we go." I choose a friendly hero, Gordrak. If it's the general, I count up the number of my models within 18 inches of him. It would be 12 inches with any other hero. All of them. That is, oh my goodness, it's more than I actually thought. I thought there was 30 Ardboys. There's 45 of them. Okay, yeah, I'm getting all the wall points. Totally worth it. There are 52 models within. I get 1 wall point for every 10.
Nice.
Rounded down. So I don't get 1 for the extra 2, I don't think. Let me double check. Yeah, it's just every 10. It doesn't say divided by 10. It just says for every 10. So I get 5. So I'm up to 17 now.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm getting to my 20.
This is pretty good. Don't you need
24 to Waaagh.
Okay.
I don't need the Waaagh. I don't think I need the extra attacks. My war dancers are all going to start chanting together. Yay, hey, hey.
I don't like this song.
Hey, 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 hey. And we're going to give this unit of Ardboys +1 damage. This unit of Ardboys +1 damage. And I'm thinking the other unit of Ardboys, but they're kind of stuck in the middle right now. It might actually be better just to give Gordrak, but he's not going to frickin' need it against the little chaff. But I'm thinking of sending him forward. So in that case, yeah, Gordrak. +1 damage on Gordrak. Because damage 4 on his fists doesn't seem like overkill at all.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up, this Gorgrunta big boss. That's right, he's a big boss. He's gonna turn to Gordrak and be like, Gordrak, destroy! And Gordrak's gonna be, you don't tell me what to do, I'm gonna go destroy! No, I take that back. I forgot, he's already within 12, so he's gonna charge. So I'm gonna actually tell this unit, because it lets them move because you're more than 24 inches, or 12 inches away. They are then going to run a whole extra 4. Hey, that doubled their movement. You think you got that objective? Huh? Huh? So once Steve actually checked it and we were wrong, it's not when a model ends within an inch, it's when a unit ends within an inch. So we can actually move all of these and then move that flock or whatever. And then they are going to be flying away 7 inches total. So flap, flap, flap. And they flap, flap, flap all the way over here. This guy knows the war beat to heal. On a 4+, he'll heal Gordrak D3. Yes.
Oh.
I've lost 2 wounds. I've gained them back. How's that make you feel? Huh?
Pretty bad.
You don't hurt Gordrak. Now Steve wants me to split up, and Steve's gonna get what Steve wants, because I want to punch things in the face. We've moved forward, we ran forward here because they'd already run, so that objective is ours, and I'm just challenging. They're, come on, come get some. War Chanter running up to kind of stay with them. War Chanter, Gorgruntas, and Ardboys. You want me to split up? You got it, all right? You got it. Because I think I can actually get to 24 Waaagh points this turn, which means if you try to retaliate next turn, I can Waaagh in your face and destroy the rest of your army, and then you can summon a couple units if you like. And so, yeah, these ones are ready. This is an automatic charge, by the way. They're plus,
really?
Yeah, they're +3 charge with their drum, and they're 5 inches away. And these 2 are automatic charges. Gordrak is no slouch. Oh, by the way, I forced the bats to run away, so I used
Birds?
them oh, they're birds, sorry. And so I used them to block his Minotaurs, because, he tried to use them to block me, so.
That's what they do.
I know, right? They backfired. So we're over here ready to go. So basically everybody can charge except for this unit, because there was no way they were gonna get, they were technically gonna be close enough to charge. It'd be a 12-inch charge, so they'd have to roll 9. Which isn't horrible.
Which isn't horrible, yeah.
But this allows me to really dig in and get this position. And they're all +1 damage right now. They've got a hero nearby for Inspiring Presence if I need to. So we're good, we're good, we're good. So that's my movement. We've got a little bit of shooting. Rawr. 2s to hit. Look at that, they all hit. But watch this, 3s to wound.
Oh, shooting attack?
Huh. Well, I'm actually surprised. -1.
So I get 6 up for this.
Oh, all right. Doesn't usually happen with the RAR. Go ahead. Remove them. That's right. Which brings us to the charge phase. Now, because I did so at the RAR, I'm kind of wishing I had given the +1 to the rolls for the destructive bulk, so that he kills things on 4+ rather than 5+. Because if he charges here and I kill these 4, I can actually charge again. And I can really, it'd be very efficient. Let's just put it that way. So we're gonna start with Gordrak. He's got a charge. He made it. I just rolled so I don't have to measure, because then I can do this. Get exactly ½ inches away. So 9 destructive bulk dice on Big Tooth. It's normally 8 on a mega boss, but you get 9. 5+ though, no longer 4s. 3, you were so lucky!
Oh, that could be more bad.
Okay, remove 3 of them. Yeah, you're not saving them. War Chanter will charge 6. That gets him in. This is important because this is going to be 2 Waaagh points once we get to the combat phase. I have to say I'm very happy I didn't take the +1 massive destructive bulk thing because I didn't roll a single 4 there. Charging.
The fists are always going to be better.
6. Oh, hold on. 5, 6, 7, 8. The fists, I don't know. I've
Why
done.
is it always
You do
better?
the math, and
It can be often better.
You think so? You'd think
yeah.
so. There's also +2 move. There's
That's
+1
also the-
wound. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones.
Giant base, what the extra movement too sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. So anyways, they're going to charge 8 inches because they're awesome. They have arrived. Hey, doggies. Next up will be... Let's do... let's do the Ard Boys. So 8, 11-inch charge.
Jeez.
They're in. In they go. I'd like to get the War Chanter in. 8 inches, we'll do it. It's actually 9 inches because of the +1. Right there. And then the Gorgruntas. And they're in! So they have a fun ability that when they get within an inch, they can do a mortal wound. As you can see, only one's going to get there. So I'm going to turn him sideways because I got a 2-inch reach. So he'll be able to pile in.
Oh, nice. Yeah. You got it.
It's unnecessary. We got it.
You got it.
4 plus a dog dies. Yep, dog dies.
Dude, what?
That's 4 up mortal wound, essentially. Which dog dies? Do you have a master plan here of which dog to kill?
Yeah, because if you pile and then you're going to... well, no.
They're dead. It doesn't matter.
Wait.
Just take one! You're going to single-handedly make this battle report twice as long. So I want to point out that I just got 2 more Waaagh points for having a unit of 10 or more charge. So that brings me up to 19. Beginning the combat phase, I will be at 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, baby! I did it! I did it, Steve! I'm so excited. I am not Waahing right now, because that would actually, it better be overkill.
Please, Waaagh!
No, I'm not losing my Waaagh points. I have a +1 to hit, +1 to wound, and a whole lot of other ridiculous stuff.
My Ungors are going to kill you.
Uh-oh, not your Ungors. We're going to start with these Ard Boys. So they're pretty much piled in as much as they can. Only 4 of them are stuck in, so only 8 attacks. That can't be that bad. So 8 attacks, 2s to hit because of the +1 to hit from my Waaagh. Look at that, 2 1s already.
Nice.
2s to wound, no more 1s, please. Actually, I only need 5 of these to go in.
Oh, goodness.
Well, that sucked. 6 die. Well, that ruined my plan. Did you know what my plan was?
Yeah, I'm not going to get to them.
Yeah, kill them all, which should have happened. And then they would pile in and... They wouldn't kill all of them, but they would start to murder them.
Actually, that won't matter.
You're fine.
This is more important to me.
Attacking the Gorgruntas?
Yep.
Hitting on?
4s!
Look at you, you're higher than
well.
statistical.
And 4s.
Well,
Okay.
I take that back. No Rens, I got a 3-up save. I made it. Sorry, they have a 4-up save. I don't know what I was saying. So a regular guy will be down a wound. Look at you, all fancy pants. These Ard Boys, we're gonna pile on in. And this should be ridiculous. I wish that I could have brought them in, but I don't have any way to do it because I am more than 3 inches away, which means I can't be, like, he's got to head this way, so whatever. We'll just do this. And come on in, guys. And then...
Do you want to roll this?
I don't care. Essentially, there's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 attacks, 2s to hit, 2s to wound. That killed 2.
damage each,
Yeah, and these guys are 1 wound each and they won't have a save. Even if I rolled as crappy as the last ones, this would murder all of them. You got this little guy. Who's he going up against? Gordrak?
So is this the healing guy?
No, this is the flying guy.
All right, let's...
And he's the... Oh, I forgot his chant. I really forgot it. That's a big deal. It didn't end up being a big deal. His chant was give somebody 3d6 charge. It would have been a big deal if he had killed everything and then failed that charge.
Right.
So I got to remember that.
We're going to try to hit him on a 4.
You did.
And a 4.
You didn't. I thought it was 4s and 3s.
No. That's
Oh, that's the other guys.
These are not my elites.
All right, now Gordrak wants this kill because if he kills him,
No way.
I got the kill. So I'm going to get +1 wound and +1 attack on each of his weapons. So he's up to 17 wounds. I'm going to put a little die here too. That'll mark how many he's gained because this will go down as he gets hurt, theoretically, if he ever gets hurt. And then my Gorgruntas... Actually, no, I can still do this. The War Chanter gets lucky and kills them all. He's got enough attacks. We'll see. Has 6 attacks, normally 4s and 3s, now it's 3s and 2s. If I roll unmodified 6 to hit, it counts as 2 hits. Well, that will make up for 1 of those. Now 2s to wound. Well, it could kill him. You gotta roll at least 2 6s, otherwise... You rolled 9. Okay. Now the Gorgruntas could go into them. What's their save and wounds? 1 wound?
4 save, 1 wound each.
Ooh, so
they
they're
have
actually...
a 4-inch pile-in and 2 attacks each.
4-inch pile-in. So they'll actually get a lot of attacks if I go in there. I don't know if it's worth it for me. So what I am going to do to the Gorgruntas is I'm going to pile in and get a little closer to the enemy, stay more than 3 inches away, and protect my War Chanter. And make sure I get this guy. Because I can do that, because I am technically, each model got closer. It doesn't say directly closer. And yeah, we're good to go. Look at that little blob. I wasn't able to pull them into combat, would have liked it, but at the same time I've totally blocked them. They can't get through this. So they've either got to sit back or they've got to engage.
Your turn.
I think that's my turn. I'm at 24 Waaagh points. I continue to hold my objective, and I took this one right here, so that gives me 3 points. I forgot to mention how many points Tifa had gotten the first turn. He got 5. So the score is 5-3 for Beasts of Chaos as we go into battle round 2. So before we roll for random turn, in your... Okay, obviously I killed a lot of stuff, got my Waaagh points, but you also succeeded in drawing me back because now most of these forces are pretty much out of the picture for grabbing middle objectives. But if I had moved them up, you would have just swarmed the back objective and got a lot of points. So the question is, do you want the double turn right now? Or do you want me to have the double turn? Or not double turn. Do you want me to have the double turn, or do you want to go next?
Okay, so I think...
Because I'll just tell you right now, if I win the roll, I'm taking the double turn. So I'm not trying to manipulate and be like, haha.
I want to take it because you will get 5 points if you go next.
Yeah, I'll be up to my max 30.
No, sorry, 5 points.
Oh, points.
Whereas if I go, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get 5. I'm not guaranteed to get 5 on my next turn if you go next.
Right.
So I want my 5 now.
Because I can get more stuck in, I can kill some of your stuff.
Yeah. If I get lucky,
You're not going to have much of summoning unless you get super lucky with chaining your... You got to get a 4-up to get a command point, and then you got to chain some 5-ups to get some good summoning points. And you got to roll a D3 to get some as well. And you get 1 automatically, so you can have enough to summon a bit more, but nothing like, well, not likely like that first turn. Yeah. But we'll find out. Let's roll off. You do win ties? Well, you got it. Look at that!
Oh.
Winning the ties for the win.
Strikes. Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah, no. Well, you get one of your summoning point things. What are they called again?
Primordial Call.
Primordial Call.
We're going to gain a command point, and then we're going to obviously spend it right away.
Well, hold on. Before you spend it, let's figure out, do you get the other command point?
I haven't spent a command point yet.
I know, but a 4+ you get another command point.
Okay, no, I have to do this in order.
Oh, are they like certain parts of the phase?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so...
so you can spend a command point.
Spend a command point, and then a 5+, I don't get it back.
So you're up to 3, though.
Up to 3. Then I'll roll my die for getting a command point for the cloak. And I do.
I can't
so I'll
see that.
spend it.
Stop rolling behind where I can't see.
My apologies.
You're up to 4.
And then I'll see if I get 1 back for that. I do. So I'll spend that, go up to 5, and see if I get 1 for that. And I don't.
Okay. And then you get D3 more for
And I'm
slips and
going to split
throws.
some goat.
Just 1 that time. So 6. Not quite the 12 that you got last time.
That's still
That's
pretty
still,
good.
That's still good, though.
We are going to cast Devolve onto the Ardboys here.
What do you need?
So I believe that's enough. I'm going to double check, but if that works, you have to roll 2d6 and move every model, the full 2d6 towards this here.
Can I come within 3
Well,
inches?
come within 3 of me.
I see. It is a 7. Do you have anything that's giving you pluses to casting?
No, sir.
Okay.
We're going to cast a Vicious Stranglefoot. You know what? We're going to miss... No, you're going to kill me either way. We'll Mystic Shield these guys.
Okay. You just need a 6 for that.
We got it.
You got it. Movement.
And we're on to movement.
You got to deal with these Ardboys. They are still buffed with their +1 damage. And +1 attack and +1 to hit.
No.
No, sorry, not +1 attack, but +1 to hit. And 6 to ignore damage. And another 6 to ignore damage.
I think these guys are not going to run or anything. We're just going to put as many bodies as we can. We're going to run. I think I put 3 movement. We're fine.
Oh, you're trying to get the objective.
Yeah. That's all I care about. I was a little too close.
They're there. Their plan is not to charge. They just wanted to grab as many on the objective as he could.
They're going to run. They're not going to do anything in combat.
Because you're going to wrap in with those other Minotaurs.
No, I can't block that row, right? Dang. Okay, we're going to go this way.
Forward they go.
I'll go here. Boss Bull.
The Boss Bull?
Boss Bull.
He wants to get in there.
Spawn's going to move. His movement characteristic is going to be
3.
And he's going to run.
Doesn't want to get in combat.
8.
He's
I
just
just want
gonna...
to stay outside of 4 of you. We're going to try to pull you back a little bit. We're going to run over here with the Bestigor.
You're going to run?
Yep.
So you're going to head off that way?
Yep.
Okay.
So
Decided just to
actually, yeah,
turtle up.
There's no point in letting you move
Closer up the
this
side.
way.
I was going to say, when you were going to move them up there, I'm like, oh, now I can just go that way and get closer to the objectives.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay. Dogs will hold still because your whole point was to keep me back, and if you charge, they'll just die. Just want to point out, these guys do not have +1 damage on them right now. I said that last time when you killed all your guys.
Oh no, I would.
They would have all died anyways, but it wouldn't have been quite as...
I wonder if it... Yeah, I'm gonna do something. I want to see if I can just slow down my frontage. So maybe I'll move up in there.
Are you planning on charging?
No, I want to see.
So you can just get closer to the objective if I decide to leave them alone?
If you leave one side and somehow you don't kill them,
Then you can
that's a
retreat and
smaller
run.
Frontage, but like
That's true.
you should get.
And I can't +1 damage them as easy because I think I'm more than 15 inches away. So, yeah.
They're gonna run, or run.
Can they shoot when they run?
They can. So I don't know. Shall we go? Hey, let's just go.
So it's the musician, the horn blower guy that...
Oh,
or the
it's
flute player, whatever he is.
problem.
That is all your movement. And now we have a stinky smell coming from the side again. Some Ungor Raiders show up. And that costs you 4 of your 6 points.
Oop.
And then they're going to unleash their shots onto the Ard Boys. Lean on.
4s! Well, they're not terrible. They're not in your
You're
zone.
not in my...
Not in your zone.
Yeah, because of the weird thing.
And 4s.
Slightly above average. I got a 4-up armor. Or just 4-up save. Wow.
Right.
Failed that horribly. I ignore wounds on... These are 1 damage each, I'm assuming. 6s to wound.
On shields?
Sorry, 6-up save. That was the general one. Now it's on shields. Wow. That was pretty good. Couldn't make a 4-up save. It's my first time that you've really done damage to me other than Gordrak.
Over here, we're going to fire all the war chainers, except for these two who have to fire at Gordrak. Because they can't see him. You got a big boy. So 4s and 4s on the Gordrak. Well, 1.
3-up save. Got it.
And then the Chanter. And then the Chanter.
4s to hit.
Oh,
Average so far.
I like it.
Average.
I like it. Okay.
It's got a 4-up save. Wow.
Okay.
I don't like your dice, man. Sixes to ignore. So I took 2 wounds.
Well,
Well, for crap shooting units, those did very efficient shooting.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I can't make a 4-up or a 6-up apparently. Charge!
All right, big bulls are going to charge. Oh, that's very bad.
Well, they're in. And then they can pile in 3. I'm sure that's fine.
Well,
You have no command points to reroll. Do they have any pluses to their charge with their banners or anything?
no.
Hold on, the first guy has to get within half an inch.
Well, he's going to.
I know. There we go.
I'm trying to find.
That's the way. We do it. Yeah, that'll.
Actually, he's going to die first. Worry about this guy. And then have this fucking.
That is your only charge.
I don't think I'm going to fit another one in. Nope, it's bad.
Well, 4 is still. They're 3 damage apiece, right? So these guys, you had some way to reroll 1s to hit.
Yeah, so I'm in the Corn Battalion. So I'm near another unit from the Corn Battalion.
All of these.
All of it, actually. So I'm rerolling 1s to hit.
And
then I'm going to activate my 1s per game, reroll to wound. It's
'cause you're desperate.
Rough, but
You're desperate.
yeah.
8 attacks, hitting on 4s.
9.
Oh, and there's an extra one. Oh, that's okay. That was your hard one. Because the next, okay,
Reroll those 1s. Okay.
you're gonna massacre me right here. 3s to wound, re-rolling. This is the big part right here. Yeah, you got 6.
This is also 2 mortal wounds on top of the minus. Oh, you know what?
So 2 mortal wounds.
It's only minus.
So 6 of them are allocated,
Oh, I should have moved my hurt over.
and they are -2 rend. So I get a 6-up save. I made 2 of them, and these are 2 damage or 3 damage apiece. This is gonna hurt. So it's 12 damage plus the 2 mortal wounds, which I'm gonna throw my regular 6-up ignoring just for my army-wide thing. Oh, we got 4 of those. That's why I'm rolling my own dice now. I've got 4 shields that I want to try to stop the rest with. I'm not going to use this shield because I accidentally put a guy over there, so that would throw him in a coherency. So that's 7 wounds, which means I can grab 7 of these at a time and try to get 6s, and any 6s I can roll again. None. So they all died, and those 3 just go through. So that's 10, and I have to kill these guys first. So 1, that's 7. I'll kill this drummer because I have another one. 8, 9. And I will not put a wound on the...
If you want me to finish my attacks and you decide it might make a difference.
Oh, you have more attacks?
I got my horns.
What? Well, I'll just do this last one first. I do have it on the shield, so I can try to ignore it. It did not, so 1 more wound on him. Horns?
Horns are 4s.
Rerolling
Rerolling
ones.
1s.
Dude, this is pretty harsh.
And 4s.
Reroll.
To wound.
Reroll. 3.
So just 3, no rend.
Don't worry, I can't make a 4-up. See? I made 1. Now I've got the guy on the shield. Actually, no, the 6 is to ignore army-wide. Okay, and then the shield. Not ignored. Killed him. That killed 6 Ardboys. Ouch. So my question becomes, do I draw these guys in? I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to pile on in, like so. Get him in with both. And then these guys will come in right here. And then we'll come in. So I get all my guys in. And I say that not necessarily as a good thing because it means it's because I killed a bunch. And so really it's just a question of whether he's going to go into them or into them. I think I'd like to take advantage of the fact that you don't have any command points for Inspiring Presence, and you're pretty low bravery on these guys.
Yeah.
And also I'll have 3 of them go into them, and the 5, which includes the boss, into the Minotaurs. We'll do the 6 attacks into the Gores. It's going to be 2s to hit. Enough with the 1s already.
I need them.
2s to wound. Another 1.
-1?
-1.
5 up.
Those are 6 wounds total. That kills. They're only 1 wound apiece. 32 mil bases always throw me off. I always assume they're going to be a couple wounds. So that just killed 6 of them. Okay, that was worth it. I'm happy with that. And then the other 5 into the Minotaurs, which means I have 12 attacks because 2 extra for the boss, hitting on 2s. 2 1s, that's average, so I can't complain, but I will. 2s to wound.
Ooh.
See that again. These are -1, 2 damage apiece.
Sick.
You do realize the noise you made just sounded like a moo, right? You went moo. You get 6 up saves against these. Oh, you made 2 of them. That's 8 wounds.
2 dead. We're gonna kill this one and this one.
That banner wasn't important?
I have 2.
Oh, yeah, 2. So they're the same thing. I think that's it, right?
Oh, I get to fight with my
Oh, yeah. They get to fight too.
I don't think
He could have gone all the way over
4.
there. He totally can get them all in.
All right, let's do it.
The stuff is stopping it, but all 4 get in.
We're hitting on 4s because there's less than 10 of you, right? Oh, goodness.
You get to reroll 1s
You do.
because you're in that corn battalion.
There is-
How are you rolling your 4 pluses
I
so
don't
well?
know.
And then I take your dice and I can't roll a 4 up save.
They're loyal to me. You less than 10 moles?
Yes.
Okay. And we're wounded on 3.
No rerolls here though.
Oh, yes, they are. They're part of the core battalion.
Oh, that's the whole battalion.
yeah, it's
Oh, I
everybody.
thought it was a unit that
No.
got to do it once. So that's 6 wounds, -1, 1 damage.
Yep, only 1.
So 5 up saves. 6 up to ignore. None. I'm out of shields. So we'll kill you and not the banner. That gives me +2 bravery. And I'm going to need it. Battle shock.
I'll do these guys first. So bravery 6, so too far from the hearthstone. I get -1 to this roll because I'm all hurt and I fought with them. And nobody's gonna flee.
In other words, it's an extra bravery. And you got an extra bravery for me being within 12 inches because of your banner.
Yeah.
So what was your bravery then?
My bravery was a total of 7. I lost.
You lost 2.
I couldn't have. I couldn't.
You could have lost 1.
I couldn't have because it was 7 and -1 to the roll.
Oh, so you're not including the -1. That's what I meant. Including that
so-
-1. So you're like bravery 8 essentially.
Essentially.
These ones are only bravery 6. No modifiers.
But no, they did fight and they are all
Oh,
hurt.
okay. So you
-1
lose
to the roll.
D6 -1. So only 1 runs.
That's a big deal.
That is quite a big deal. So what does your banner give these guys?
One of them is like a run in charge. The other one is 4-inch pylon.
Okay, so this is the 4-inch pylon one. 1 more is going to run actually. I forgot this banner
Yeah.
right there is giving -1 bravery.
4-inch run.
So 1 more is going to run. You had -1 bravery from this
gotcha.
banner. And these guys rolled a 1, and so if they could have run if you rolled a 6. I might lose all of these guys. I have no way to Inspiring Presence them.
How many you got?
I've lost 9 in 1 go, and their bravery with the banner right now is 8. So I'm gonna lose D6 plus 1 more.
Right, move them over.
These guys?
I was hoping I was.
Oh, because you're gonna
they
run
were
over there.
supposed to move over.
Oh,
Fine,
make
fine,
me,
it's all
yeah.
fine.
So I'm gonna lose 3 more.
Wow.
So I don't run. 1. I think you're gonna get the objective. Yeah, you're definitely gonna get it. So, because you're gonna have more models there than me. So the question is, what do I care to lose? Well, the banner can go now, because I'm gonna be so low that. So I want to keep this banner alive. So 1, 2, 3 run. No, it was 3 that were running, right?
Yeah.
So you got the objective back. So you got your 5 points, which brings the score to 10-3. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. It's my turn now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do?
But seriously, how are you feeling?
That was lucky. That low bravery check on the best scores saved me those points. I don't know. I think I'm not out yet, but I think it's leaning in your favor. But I'm not out yet. I think that's
Interesting, because I think that you did. I rolled really poorly for those Ardboys.
You did.
And I wish that's more of them had survived.
Of course.
And
but
that-
like you're.
Because for each one that survived, there'd be 2 more there. That's 1 less that
I'm
runs
not
as
going to
well.
hold back Gordrak.
No, but that's basically just Gordrak.
Yeah.
So let's see as we go.
It might be enough. That's what I'm worried about. It might be enough, but it might not be. I don't know.
Well, let's go to the Orruk's Big Waaagh, turn 2. Begin my hero phase, I get some wall points. I get 12. So I would get up to 36, but it maxes out at 30. So I have 30 wall points. No, not yet. Not yet. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So he'll give him the +1 damage, because they're still wholly within 15. He's going to give the Gorgruntas +1 damage. It's a hard choice. The Gorgruntas are going to move back here to deal with them. I think that's pretty obvious. If they roll high enough charge, they'll actually deal with the spawn instead. Maybe. I don't know. We'll just kind of wait to see what happens. They'll die like nothing. And these ones are 4-up saves. So, Ard Boys, +1 damage. That is why I brought them, right? 3 units of Ard Boys, 3 War Chanters. That was the idea. But he's going to continue to hype Gordrak. +1 damage. Which means he has a ridiculous damage output that he's going to unleash.
These are technically Beastman children. Man.
Yeah. Gordrak doesn't care.
Don't be. Come on, bro.
Gordrak doesn't care.
Not-
You realize you're feeding
kids.
Gordrak has a capability of destroying a unit 4 times their size. So you're doing the perfect thing by making him eat
I know.
redonkulously cheap
Give
stuff.
them just a handful of children at a time.
Yeah, that's right. Can't do my healing thing. I'm too far away. And I'm not going to do Mighty Destroyers because it's not going to do squat. Yay. Backline's going to reposition. And so they've moved forward. And Gordrak moves over with his War Chanter, which really are just an army of their own. This War Chanter moves forward as well, getting ready maybe to take care of that spawn. Rar, 2s to hit. Oh, come on.
What is?
3s to kill. So 3 of them just die as their innards are burst. Mm-hmm. Which 3? Oh, those 3. I think that was a big mistake. I'm just joking, I have no idea. Combat phase, he's going to sing the song of fast charging, 4+. Nope, didn't work. That's too bad. I could really use that 3d6 charge, because then he gets here, kills. Well, I'm not going to kill them all with my destructive bulk, not likely. And then if we could like jump over there, that'd be awesome. So we'll charge him. 10 inches. Yeah, and 10 is enough for him to clear them. And look at this. I'm not even going to face them. That's how much he has so little respect for them. Destructive bulk. So 5s. 3 of them die. Yeah, that's just fine. 3 of them die. War Chanter will charge. Yeah, 12 inches. He's in. Thanks for the gap, Steve.
Yeah, that made all the difference, bro.
Well, look how much closer I got the War Chanter now. These ones will charge +3. We got an 8-inch charge. I'm actually not sure about this one because
Are they only 1 damage?
they're only 1 damage.
I have bravery 4.
Like I could wah this turn. Because if just 1 survives, he runs all the way over there, grabs the objective, and gets so many points that I think that actually would stop me from being able to win the game. I have to point out, though, I'm having a lot of fun. Because I'm killing so many guys. It's so satisfying. I'll make sure my boss gets in there as they all charge in. So I get 2 extra attacks.
He's still 2s and 2s, right?
Yeah, 2s and 2s, -1. And they're what, 6-up save normally?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're looking at 12 attacks, 2s and 2s, but the way I've been rolling 2s and 2s...
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna roll that
They're
one.
bravery 4, right?
Yeah.
So if I kill 4, d6 run. So I have to kill 4. I have to kill 7 of them, and the other 3 automatically run. Anything other than that, I have to rely on a bravery roll. Ard Boys right here will charge 11 inches. If you're wondering why I'm getting +3, I never really explained it if you're the first time watching. +1 army wide for the wall points, and +2 for the drum. Yeah, drumming a good beat. Get up there, drummer.
You don't want me running away.
No, you are. This is it. You're here. You're not going anywhere. And I'm gonna murder you. Is that a nice thing to say to somebody? There. That's my front. That's all I got. And as I kill them, I'll have less of a front. I still have I have +1 damage on these guys though, so they should die. They're all charged for the Gorgruntas. 7 inches. I don't think that's enough to get to the spawn. I'm gonna go there anyways. So he will charge to here, and then they're gonna head that way. So then the other 2 will go like this, and like this. War Chanter will throw a charge, 9-inch. That'll get him to the spawn too, just in case. So I get more wall points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I'm still at 30. Steve,
Yeah.
are you playing with me here?
I think.
I know you're looking up rules.
No. I'm gonna say I cheated.
Why is
In
that?
fact, I know I have. Okay, so you know how I do.
Well, not cheated. You got a rule wrong.
I mean, here, but it's actually easy to fix. It'd be inconsequential, but follow along as I explain this. So all my primordial call points and doing the things, all of it works except for one thing. knowing like I have that gives me a command point on a 4+. Okay, so when I use the command trait to give me primary call points, that's at the start of my hero phase.
Oh.
So that one wouldn't actually work.
Until the next turn.
But if you do the math, we're okay. We go down 1, because we would have spent the first one last time,
Right.
and we have 1 command point.
Right. So you have a command point.
I have a command point. It's not gonna help. But I mean, I'll use that next turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Or this turn.
But either way, that's it. That's kind of inconsequential, but maybe consequential.
I don't think it would have made a difference because you had 1 left at the first turn. So that, I don't know how many extra you generated with that one though.
I don't.
It may have made a difference, but you know what? I got to kill a bunch of little things because of it, so thank you.
That's right.
I have the, oh, sorry, I forgot my 4+ mortal wound on these guys. Yeah, so one of them dies. It doesn't actually matter. Do you want to pull the closest one?
Oh, sure.
It doesn't actually make a difference because my pylon will still get them.
Oh, did you get? Oh, dang.
And so then the Gorgruntas are going to go. So I'm going to pile in slightly to be within an inch. Obviously, he's going to pile in here. And we're going to pile in like this, which will get me within 2 inches, so his reaching weapon will get there. Let's start with your little Gors. Start with my Gorgrunta, who's now at 2s and 2s. He's normally 4s and 4s, +1 to hit and wound for the charge, and +1 to hit and wound for the Waaagh points. And look at those beautiful ones. 3 wounds. They have no save?
No, these are the shooters.
Oh, I could have rolled everything at the same
I'll
time
just
then.
keep rolling. I want to see rolling.
Well, 3 died.
I'm not sure.
He is not the boss, so he's got 3 more attacks, 2s and 2s. Come on, where's the 1? See, there it is. So 2 more, so 5 die.
Okay, I'm actually going to pull from this side.
What's their bravery?
Probably 4.
So you're going to lose 2 plus d6 more. The spawn does have a save, so I've got to do these separately. Start with the 1 Gorgrunta, the other one's out of range. Sorry, not the Gorgrunta, the mount. 2s to hit, 2s to wound. We got 3 wounds. Save?
5 up!
So 2 wounds so far. How many more does he have?
Yes, 5 total, so 3 more.
Well, I might kill him then. And the guy on top has got 4 attacks, 2s, and 2s. 3 more at -1.
6 up! He's alive.
He's got 1 wound left. So he's down to 1. And that's the Gorgruntas. You need the Minotaurs to win, right?
I do.
So that's a lot of attacks. 9 attacks in on 4s. Reroll 1s. Look at you. Your 4s are hitting very
honestly,
consistently.
Again, it's my dice. I love them.
3s to wound.
Okay.
4 wounds.
One more.
There's a mortal wound in there too. So -2 of these, so 6 up. Ignoring them on 6s. Here's the mortal wound. That's 5 more wounds.
Well, it's 3, 6, 9, 12, 13
Oh,
damage.
so yeah, you got them all. Yeah, I forgot they're 3 damage each. Holy moly. Steve, you killed a unit.
Yeah.
You are the man.
I'm so
sorry,
good at
you're the
this
beast.
game.
You're the beast.
Yeah, Beastman!
Ard boys into these Gors. I can just call it Gore.
Fun over there.
I don't know. I think the Minotaurs were important. No, they're not because they weren't plus. Oh, they were +1 damaged. My guys were +1 damaged. These guys are +1 damaged too. 16 attacks because we got the boss in there. Choose to hit. See, look at those ones.
Yes.
Look at all those ones.
Ooh.
All right, 2s to wound. Yeah, it's 3 more 1s. What is up with my dice rolling lots of 1s?
5, 9.
-1
5 up. Reroll them 1s.
because you put Mystic Shield. These are 2 damage to
6,
these.
8, 10. Oh, they're dead. That's all of them.
Okay, well, these Ard boys are officially done in the game. They may eventually get back to my objective. Hey, your shaman's stuck in combat, man. Sorry. Who's the spawn gonna attack?
The Chanter.
Just in case?
Yep.
2d6 attacks. Hey, you got doubles.
I do, so that's 3s and 3s.
Yeah!
You ready for this?
Yeah!
You're gonna take that!
How did you get both of them? 4 up save?
Yeah!
6s to ignore? Oh! Stole it right from me, man! I'm actually, I want to attack the dogs, but I'm more worried about you taking your little Gore children and wrapping them around this way, forcing Gordrak to come back even further. So Gordrak is going to go next, pile back to get within an inch, and then murder these 4 children. I just removed them, man. I've got like, yeah, he's +1 damage right now. Like literally 2 of the 9 attacks from the fist would kill them all. So I don't forget, at the end of the combat phase, he'll go up to 18 wounds and 2 extra attacks on each of his weapons. Your doggies get to go.
I'll just have the 2-foot, I guess.
Yep.
4s and 4s.
Ooh, you probably just did a wound. Watch this. 4 up save. Oh, never mind. Sorry. I wanted to show how bad the dice have been to me. So 5 of them will attack back, 1 being a boss. So I have to kill 7 of them, which should be possible. Except, you know, 2s to hit. See, but. Now you don't get a save against any of these. So if I get 7 of them, the rest run. I got them. That's 8. You go ahead and just remove them all because you've already fought with them and you know they're going to run away. It's all inconsequential at this point.
Bravery 5, but...
Yeah. Oh, that's right. So I did have to kill 8.
Yeah.
Oh, I got exactly what I needed. And now these hard boys are done the game.
I need to play the game.
These little guys want to fight.
Oh, okay, how many did you kill?
They're so cute.
6?
Look at them.
Yeah,
With
okay.
their horns and their little tiny arms.
2 will make it in, I guess.
Boop.
5s.
Oh, look at that.
5s.
I saved it. My War Chanter is going to try to finish off your spawn. Ooh. 6 attacks hitting on 3s. 6s count as 2 hits, so that'll make up for that 1. 2s to wound. So we got 6 wounds, no rend. Got 4 of them, and he's dead. Goodbye, Spawn. Get off my lawn, Spawn. Battle Shock.
All right, I'm essentially D6 plus 1.
Well, they're bravery what base?
4, and I'm minus 1 of the rules.
Oh, okay.
3.
So they all ran.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shaman is never selected. Did you want to pile him in?
Oh, I'm so upset with him.
If he stays where he has less of a frontage, so he'll just die. Or maybe not. If he comes on in, he'll die. He stays back, obviously. You have to fight?
Well,
no, you don't. If you move forward, then I have more of a frontage to definitely kill him next time. Come in and I have 3, maybe 4 guys that can fight
you
him.
kill him either way.
Maybe. You see my rolling, right? Apparently 2s and 2s is not good enough for this guy.
I won't bother.
Okay. I did not take this objective, so I get 3 more points, bringing the score to 10-6 at the end of battle round 2. If I get a double turn here, you are in big trouble.
Yes.
Even though I have 540 points of Ard Boys in the back, who now will do functionally nothing, I still think you'd be in big trouble if I get a double turn. It's Gordrak alone. I got my double turn. Big Waaagh turn 3. I get 1,000,000 more Waaagh points, but I'm still maxed at 30. Plus 1 damage. Plus 1 damage. Plus 1 damage. All of a sudden that 6 attacks becomes kind of scary. Yeah, just to clarify, I didn't put it on the Gorgruntus twice. That would be awesome. He'll do the dance of healing, 4+. All right, I get my 1 wound back. Yay.
No, that worked.
I am just within 12, so Mighty Destroyers isn't worth rolling, because I'd rather get closer to make that charge better. Movement phase. These guys are just going to run. Hey, 5. Hey, at least I rolled high. There we go. That is them spreading out.
I mean, I'll leave me a quarter.
Whatever. I don't care, man. As long as you don't go on the objective.
Respect my rules.
I do. I've killed them all, but I respect them as I killed them. War Chanter will come here, feeling all drummed up to his own beat. And the Gorgruntas coming up. Full health. And I measured it, and he can just get on the other side of these bats, which have been totally useless for you. Birds. And then the bat birds move 12 inches. And the bat birds come over here. Goodbye, bat birds. You've been useless. We'll run this War Chanter. 6. Didn't you know the Ironjawz are fast? I thought you knew that, Steve.
Did I get in my diplomas though, bro?
No. I'm not in your deployment zone yet. It's all the way back there because it's a stupid deployment zone. War Chanter here will run. Yeah. You know what? I've got 3 command points. It's a 6. All right. I think that might become important. Maybe. I don't know. He'll hold the back line, I guess. Boring. I'm going to breathe on the Shaman out front. 2s to hit. Good old ones.
3's dead.
Why?
They have look up, sir.
Oh. 3s to hit. 3s to wound. 2 wounds, -1. If anybody's thinking I should be getting +1 to hit and wound, it's only on melee.
6 up or nothing here, so it doesn't matter.
2 wounds. So he's down to 3. He's going to sing in the song of charging faster. This is the song of charging faster. 4+.
Now he's dancing in the street.
Nope, didn't work. Dancing in the street. Yeah, he's like, I hate that one. And it slows down his charge.
Get out of here.
And then Gordrak will charge 10 inches. I guess I didn't really need it. So I just realized that I can't fit my base here or here. So these guys are well hidden from Gordrak. He's going to hop off and just charge in by himself because he by himself could do it. But in reality, he's going to go for the Mighty Minotaurs. Now we finally get to see what his damage output is going to be. So Destructive Bulk. Destructive Bulk, 5 up mortal wounds. That's more like it. There's 5 of them. I killed a Minotaur and wounded another one. From Umbrage. I don't know if it matters too much.
It does. I got something.
You got something. All right, I'm looking forward to this something. The banner.
And then that one.
So he's going to be wounded. I'm going to do the War Chanter next. 12-inch charge, he's in. I'm going to bring him to... Whoops. It's moving. Get off of him!
Come on, brother.
Yeah, stay away from those Minotaurs. Charge the Gorgruntas, 7 inches. So this allows me to get all 3 of them within an inch. So that's 3 4-up mortal wound things. I tried to run you over. Whoa, I did!
What happened?
3 mortal wounds. I trampled the Minotaur. Oh, that line is broken. So unfortunately, I am equidistant from these 2 Minotaurs, which means I got to get closer to both of them. If I was equidistant, or if I was closer to this one, I would totally wrap this way and pour all of his frustration and fury into this unit and probably obliterate it, given that he's +1 damage. I guess the question is, do I Waaagh right now? I haven't yet. I can lose all of them if I roll a 1. Sure. I can lose none of them if I roll a 6.
Roll ones.
Yeah.
You wouldn't roll here though.
At normal, what I can expect to lose is half of them. So go back down to 15 and lose my +1 to wound. I'm wine. I want to hit you hard right now. I'm wine. So Gordrak stands up high on Big Tooth and says, "Waaagh!" And everybody on the table is +1 attack. I'm gonna roll this right now. I'm supposed to do it at the end of the phase.
You just want to know?
I want to know. I guess there could be like decision making based on what I roll here. So do you mind if I roll this right now? I'll roll at the end. I just don't want to forget. I don't want to forget to roll it. So just make sure I just roll it. Okay.
Just roll it.
It's like I don't think it's gonna affect any of my decisions. So a 1.
It might depress you. So
If I roll a 1, I lose all of my Waaagh points at the end of the phase.
Yeah.
A 6, I keep them all. And a 2 to a 5, I lose half. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'll take that. So I'm down to 15 after this phase, so I've lost my +1 to wound. And my +1 to hit, because it's 16. And so it's important that's at the end of the phase because I would gain Waaagh points right now. So I'm not going to gain them again until my next turn. So I've lost my +1 to hit and wound until further notice, except this phase. Yeah. Gordrak's still going to go first. He's going to pile in. What? Why not kill them?
Them off and then he can go elsewhere.
Because I don't... You know what? Good advice, Steve.
Don't prolong this.
Good advice, Steve. Gorgruntas first. Now they have the +1 attack. They should be able to do lots of damage. Start with their mounts. So 10 attacks. Nope. More than this. 15 attacks. 2s to hit. Look at all those glorious ones. Why didn't I all attack them? I have so many command points right now. 2s to wound. And, okay, not bad. So,
5 up.
5 up, and these are 2 damage apiece. I forgot about the +1 damage. These 2. Yeah. Kill my War Chanter, maybe? Or do you want to go after my Gorgruntas?
The Chanter?
Is Corniness nearby?
Wait. Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
4s.
3s?
3s.
Yay.
-1.
-1, so...
Oh, -2, because of the Hearthstone.
6 up. 6 up.
It's 48 damage.
Yeah, right. 1 wound. Just 3 of them. So only 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 attacks. No plus damage though. 2s to hit. Finally. Now watch this. You ready? Because I know that I said finally. 2s to wound. Huh. Unexpected. -1 down.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Oh, that's right. I was rolling for you.
Yeah, he's dead. That was only half of them. Hi, Shaman. You got nothing within 3 inches. Gordrak, my man. He's going over here. My man with the plan. He's gonna get super greedy and try to murder everything. Gordrak ain't no slouch though. So how many wounds is your doable?
8 and 4 other ones.
How much? What's it say? 4 up?
4 up on everything over there.
Okay, and no ignoring wounds or anything like that?
Nope.
8 wounds on him, man. That's pretty good.
He's 2 Bulgars.
He's 2 Bulgars, okay. What we're gonna do is this. I'm gonna have Gordrak take on your Doom Bull. That'll probably be overkill, but I like overkill. No kill like overkill, I always like to say. Whereas Big Tooth, the Maw Crusher with his 4 damage fists, he's gonna attack these guys. Let's see how I do against your Minotaur group there. So I've got 10 attacks with Big Tooth with the Waaagh. So we're looking at 2s to hit. Okay, I'll take that. 2s to wound, -2, 4 damage apiece. Oh, there's 1. We got 8. Yeah. Oh, they're all dead. Oh no, 5 of them are dead. Oh, which 5 are dead, Steve? Oh, Big Tooth, I love you. Will you marry me?
I guess we'll just leave.
You wanted to just leave 1 to fight,
Yeah,
Kortrak?
the one with the most attacks.
Nice. Now the Doom Bowl. I've got 16 attacks with this because of the +1 and +2. We're gonna do the 2 attacks separately because one of them actually does mortal wounds against heroes. The other one does against wizards. So this is the one that does mortal wounds to you. So there's 5 base plus a 2 I've earned from killing your little beastigores or whatever they're called, little gore children, and +1 for the Waaagh. 2s to hit. These are going to be 2s to wound, but 4s do D3 mortal wounds instead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mortal wounds. Slice, baby. And a combat phase. I will go up to 19 wounds. And where is that frickin' 19? There it is. And up an extra attack on both his weapons. But he gets to fight back.
Yeah, he do.
You know, silver lining.
Alright, we're hitting on 4s.
There's corn units nearby.
Yeah, there's another one right there.
Yeah, they're still alive for the moment.
And we're wounded on 3s.
1 wound.
It's gonna be -2 because it hurts them.
So -1 from him.
And then
-1 from him. It's only -1? I thought it was -2.
This one has 3 attacks -1, the other one has 2 attacks -2.
Ah, okay. So 5 up save.
Give him the horns.
Oh, the horns. That's effective. Reroll once. Yeah, no.
I roll again.
Nope. Oh, sure. You know what?
Yeah.
It doesn't count. War Chanter. My 2 damage. I don't think the wall was necessary. I want to point that out. Although, to be honest, it did kill an extra one of your Minotaurs because the Maw Crusher had an extra attack. Unless the extra attack was the one that missed. Not sure. You know, it's still worth it though. I'm happy. So I got my 7 attacks now with my War Chanter hitting on 2s. 6s count as 2 hits. Look, Steve. I'm not gonna kill you. 2s to wound. No. Yep. No.
Wait.
No. It was actually 3s to hit. Yeah, we're good.
As I say.
2s to wound. So 2 of them. No rend.
4 up.
It's 2 damage because he hyped himself. Huh. Wow.
Again, you just.
I like Kortrak now.
You just took the lead. You got 11 to 10.
Did I? I took 5. Oh, because you haven't had your turn yet. I'm like, how did I take the lead? I was behind. Do you have Battle Shock?
I'm immune.
Because you're within
Yeah.
the 18 inches now?
18.
Nice. So he stays there.
Okay.
Sure, that's not going to go poorly for him.
Quick math.
So you've done the math, and even
Yeah.
if you summon and double turn,
If I get good summoning, which is not unreasonable, I can get 9 points if I double turn Matthew. The problem with that is he then goes and then gets 9 back.
and then there's still 1 more turn of the game left.
And there's 1 more turn of the game left.
So whether the double turn or not, I actually, yeah.
Yeah, you got me. Well done.
Holy
You
cow.
killed everything.
Holy cow. Holy frickin' cow.
You kill. I summoned the.
Not your cows, just the holy cow.
The holy cow.
Not yours, definitely not holy.
I
Very
summoned
unholy
at least
cow.
an extra 300 points this game, if not more.
It feels like it was more because there's a lot of models, but they're all really cheap models.
These really cheap.
But you know what? That almost made them more valuable because you pulled back these expensive Art Boy units to deal with cheap units.
The bulk of your labor was done by 2 units, and then the Gorgon just came and helped a little bit.
Yeah, the Ard Boys did work. They didn't kill a lot. They killed a lot of
They're
your...
super resilient.
Yes.
We're ignoring the fact how resilient they are.
Yeah. They killed a few of your gores right here, and then they held you just long enough for Gordrak to get there. Gordrak, though, he is scary.
He had +5 extra. He had +6 extra attacks.
Right now, what's that?
This round he had 6 extra attacks.
You mean the round we just had?
Yeah.
Including the ones...
profile, because he gained.
He had 4, 5, 6, 7 extra attacks,
Extra all his weapons.
and one of those was the
As,
4 damage.
That's there's not much you can do with that.
No.
He's gonna kill 8.
He's almost overkill, which is how you dealt with him. You gave him
Just
it's like 80-point
couple
units.
of children at a time.
Yeah, 80-point. Stop calling them children, man.
They're kids.
They're not kids. They're little beasties.
They're goats.
They're goats.
They're kids.
No, the kids would be a baby goat.
Well, they're babies.
This is so much worse.
You know, you literally slaughtered.
No. You brought them to combat.
No, they were just standing there.
You're such a bad parent. It's not my fault if they get run over when they go on the street. All right.
If you drove the car, it is.
That's true. But this is really dark. Let's stop. Stop, man. Stop. Okay, so that was awesome. I have to say that even if I lost, that would have been so much fun.
So fun.
Because you're just like, hey, I'm going to win by putting a million things on the table. And I'm like, yes, thank you. Put a million things on the table. Because then we can see how many guys these can remove. And holy guacamole, all of this, plus I think a couple of them twice.
Yes. I summoned...
You resum.
One unit of that?
Oh, maybe just one extra. But there would have been more, and then I would have killed them all.
Yeah, I was going to summon more.
But holy cow, that was... And you killed 15 hard boys.
That roached you pretty good.
Yeah, that 5+,
Yep.
it gained you probably 5 or 6 extra summoning points. Yeah. You killed 15 hard boys the entire game.
I know. That's rough. That's rough.
Yeah, and the little bit of damage you did to anybody else, I healed.
I did some damage to Gorjak, but he seems to have 19 wounds right now. How many
16. You did 2 wounds, I healed them.
Well, what are you gonna do about that?
The funny thing is, as soon as you bracket him a little bit,
I can't!
He's still,
I can't!
he's still strong.
My kids are just shooting their bows at him until this happening.
All right, so Beasts of Chaos have a hard time against it.
They have a hard time against mostly, but they play scenario very, very well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, you were doing fine until I killed the rest of your army.
That's always happens. Either I have enough, I held you back long enough, or I win, you don't have enough turns left to get points.
Right.
Or you've killed it and you do the math and you get the
And let's face it,
points.
you did that. Look at this. 270 points, 110 points. Sorry, not 270 points. 540. But this is 650 points of my army that stayed back.
So,
That did no objective holding except keep my back
I did
line.
make a mistake early on though.
What's that?
The Flock of Doom probably should have been pushed just 6 inches past the objective.
So your endless spell?
Yeah, because when you pushed past it with your hero phase move, that got you that got you ahead of where you should be at.
Right.
If you held back one more turn, we could argue something. Who knows? It's too long ago to say what could have happened, but I think that was my mistake. I should have them just past the 6, so it's not likely.
Yeah, so
that
just
you
you stick them right here. Yeah, so that I couldn't get them and push them away, and then I wouldn't be able to get through them if you place them right.
Right.
Place them closer than 32 mil. A base would be, so I wouldn't be able to get through them. Yeah, that's true. It may have cost you, but...
May have.
Or maybe it would cost you the game the other way, because then you wouldn't have been able to kill my guys as fast, and then they would still be alive.
That's the thing. You're like...
Obviously, what was left... Gorkret is a +1 damage,
I think
though.
these are almost amazing. I can't quite get it to work.
Yeah, there's just
But keep bringing them.
a little more finesse, probably. But, yeah, and I like Gorkret as a +1 damage. I enjoyed that. Watch
Anything with +1 damage is amazing.
So the next game, I'm going to be playing Ironjawz Allegiance ability, which has the disadvantage of not getting up to that +1 hit, +1 wound, but has several advantages, such as if I kill something, like an entire unit, I can immediately choose something else to fight.
Yeah.
And so basically,
that could be.
yeah, you get a good charge off. I can just like through the army, and that's where all of a sudden those small units of crap things work against you.
Typically, you're gonna kill them against when you play against me like that. You're gonna kill them anyway.
But you might be able to do some.
1 or 2 typically. We don't
Yeah,
do any damage to
it's hard to say because
I
Gorjak.
took all of our elite infantry and our best monster things to kill 1 squad.
The next game, there are no mega bosses.
Ooh.
There's going to be war chanters and shamans, and a lot more bodies on the table.
I'm gonna bring a bunch of goats and cows.
Ghosts and cows.
Goats and cows.
Ghosts and cows versus orcs. That'll be in the battle report and the link below. In the MiniWarGaming Vault, if you are not a Vault member, you can still click it and get a free 7-day trial, instant access to that battle report as well as thousands of others. If you haven't checked out the Vault yet, it's full of tons of our content, and we do our best to make it super entertaining for you guys. And really, our Vault members are what allow us to do all of this. We would not be in business without them. YouTube revenue. So I've seen people say, I wish you put more stuff out for free. I would watch it and give you YouTube revenue. I have to tell you, there's no money in YouTube revenue.
Yeah, thank you, Vault members. Very much appreciated.
Yes.
Honestly, it's awesome. Thank you.
They are why we can do this for a living.
Thank you for the job.
For all the stress that this job may be, we're playing games for a living, and it's thanks to you Vault members, so thank you for those. And so consider trying it out. Remember, it's free 7-day trial. If you don't like it, you can cancel. You don't even get charged. If you forget to cancel, we have a 30-day full money-back guarantee, so really got a 37-day trial period, if you will. So go check it out, and you'll see the next Ironjawz versus Beasts of Chaos battle report. Thanks for watching. Happy wargaming.